This game had a
Sounds like
little
Elvis there, didn't he?
I did. Ready now? This game had a little bit of everything. But considering that you had won 7 of 10 coming in, it's just the kind of game that a team that's won 7 of 10 finds a way to win.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, as I said to the players after the game, I love our resilience and our compete level. You know, I didn't think we had a great start. Obviously, we gave up the first goal, and we've done that a fair amount lately. We go down 2 goals early in the game, but I love the no panic on the bench, and we dig in and we just keep climbing back. And, a month ago, we probably don't win a game like that. Right? And I just think they're developing a certain resilience and a certain belief that, you know, if we stay with it, that you know, that we can come back in games. And we can. We just got to compete, and that's probably what I'm most proud of the group. I thought we competed hard. It wasn't perfect by any stretch. There was a, you know, it wasn't the cleanest game just from an execution standpoint. I didn't think we made great decisions in certain areas at certain times. I thought we got some big saves from Jars when we needed to, but I love the resolve of the group and just, you know, just the compete level to keep trying to answer the, you know, the bell, so to speak, if we give up a goal. You know, we gave up that 4th goal in the 3rd period, and there was no let up at all. If anything, it was the opposite way. And you can sense it on the bench. You can feel it on the bench. You can hear it in the chatter with the players, you know, on the bench. And for me, that's the best takeaway.
Sid breaks out of his drought slump. Just what do you see from him tonight?
Well, I thought his line was terrific all night. I mean, obviously they're all over the score sheet, and he's in the middle of it all. So I think it's been coming. I told you guys this for a few games now. I just feel like he was going to bust out, and you know, he's been all around it. You know, he gets a great goal tonight, but I just thought his overall two-way game was terrific.
What's been different with him in these last few games that maybe wasn't there in the handful before that's stood out to you?
I just think when Sid's at his very best, my observation being around him for as long as I have is that he makes a lot happen in traffic, you know, and he gets inside. What I mean by that is he gets inside the dots. He gets to the net. He's around the net a lot, and you know, when that's when he's at his best. When, you know, he just creates. I still believe he's the best player in the game at creating offense out of traffic or chaos down low underneath the hash marks below the goal line. His ability to protect pucks, his second effort, he's so strong. He's got a low center of gravity, and he can create separation. You know, he cuts back. He's just powerful, and then he has the skill and the vision to be able to create out of it. And so that for me is an indication that he's at his very best. And I think we've seen a lot of that in the last handful of games.
Did you get much of an explanation on Nashville's first goal that may or may not have hit the net?
No, I can't. I'm not allowed to challenge it because it's in the offensive zone. But everybody in the rink stopped playing for the most part. The players know more than anybody. You know, sometimes those things are hard to, you know, they might be hard to see, but the players know more than anybody. And I just, from what we can tell, based on the camera angles that we saw, it hit the net.
You mentioned maybe some of the things you didn't like about the game. I imagine the odd man rushes were probably one of them. What did you see? Any common threads among the odd man rushes you guys got at?
I thought we were indecisive in certain circumstances, whether we were going to pinch or not, or a D were going to surf or not. You know, I thought we were in between, and I think that hesitation is not good for our game. You know, we've got to make decisions with conviction. We got to commit to them, and when we do, I think we're at our best. I also think that we didn't do as good a job at managing the puck in the top half of the offensive zone. There were a few turnovers in the high ice. Those are hard to recover from because you have complete possession. And if you don't execute or manage the puck in that area of the rink, everybody else on the ice is thinking we're on offense. And so those are hard those are hard plays to recover from, and I don't think we did as good a job managing the puck in that area of the rink. So there were a number of things. You know, the style of play that Nashville plays, they're a hard slash team. They stretch the ice a lot. They leave the zone a lot, but that's a little bit of a double-edged sword, and so they're hard to play against in that respect. You constantly have to be on your toes to be able to stay above it. You know, I thought we did a good job for the most part staying above that stretch man. It was the underneath speed that we could have done a better job picking up. It was something we talked about before the game, but I didn't think in certain instances, I didn't think we executed like we needed to.
The stat lines weren't great for either goalie, but how do you feel like Tristan Jarry played?
I thought he was solid. I thought he made some key saves at key times. I thought his game was fine. You know, the stats in a one-game snapshot scenario, I think sometimes can be deceiving. You know, we try to look at it in more detail with respect to the timing of saves and things of that nature. The types of goals that was scored, they were pretty good goals. It was the goals they scored, they had pretty good looks on. And so I thought he made a handful of big saves for us to keep it within striking distance when we needed it to, and you know, that gives us the juice to continue to compete, to climb back in the game.